So I'll admit, I love big folks.
It was mostly big women, but after learning my pansexuality, I've extended this to big men or anyone outside the binary.
This has led to me following many web personalities and content creators, witnessing them live their lives being happy with who they are, rather than let stigmas put them down. A great middle finger to those normies who are toxic about traditional health and beauty standards. Sadly, it doesn't stop such normies from mocking or complaining about it. Now, one thing I want to make clear before continuing this isn't for everyone. Even if there are those who are at peace with extra meat on their bones, obesity is still a major struggle for many others who sadly struggle due to personal roadblocks or habits that are hard to control. This would lead them to pursue any route to combat these struggles, from simple changes in their diets to even having to go somewhere else to get help. Obesity remains a turmoil for a good chunk of people on this rock, and I wish them the best on their journeys. Now that's out of the way, let's steer back to those who take pride in body positivity. Despite the negative views laid upon obesity for years, plenty of folks, mainly women, have pushed back against negative stereotypes of how being fat is equivalent to being unappealing or just unhealthy. These women, no matter their shape and sizes, are confident in showing off their curves, giving zero damns about traditional beauty standards, even sporting cute outfits, including ones they made themselves. This also extends to those who partake in creating content with their curves, some of which includes eating, crushing, jiggling, or even weight gain. I can hear from health and fitness fanatics and general fat phobes of how it's unhealthy for them. Well, guess what? So is smoking and drinking, and yet there are those who keep that habit for most of their lives, unless they decide to quit. Still though, like smokers and drinkers, it's simply how they live their lives. They're certainly not telling y'all how to live your lives. And regardless of how physically unhealthy it may be, it can be emotionally and psychologically liberating for some, allowing them to feel self-love and confidence while shrugging off societal pressures and prejudices fat people face. For God's sake, does anyone even know how a fat person's mental health is affected when they deal with this type of abuse? It's even shown to be counterproductive at helping people lose weight. And that's why fat acceptance exists, to allow them to have peace of mind and feel comfortable in their own skins. Say what you will about how these are off-putting or fearmonger the type of future from Wall-E all you want, but in the end, it's how they choose to live their lives. That's all that matters in the end. If it's what makes them happy, then let them be. It's their bodies. It's not truly hurting anyone save for those who throw a hissy fit over them claiming such lifestyles will influence others or who scream cringe over them just wanting acceptance. Hell, isn't the point of the American dream supposed to be acquiring one's pursuit of happiness? I say whether they are chubby or immobile, they certainly found it. Want to dedicate your short time on this earth ranting about how you think they're wrong because some of these activists have died? Well, guess what? Those like Jamie Lopez, whose death is sadly used by these fools to push this piss-poor agenda, she at least leaves behind a legacy because she lived her life to the fullest, even founding the first plus-size salon. Jamie and others like her lived their life to the fullest, doing what they wanted and what they loved, while they live in your head rent-free simply because they chose to be themselves. Hell, I know a gal who started making content at over 300 pounds, now she's happily 700 pounds. In conclusion, to those who don't fit the tired old ideal body cliche or don't feel comfortable in your own skin, do what makes you proud, whatever you want that makes your life richer. If you want to lose weight, don't let pressure overwhelm you. Take your time at an easy pace, rather than burdening yourself the way The Biggest Loser did with its contestants. By the way, that show is proof of how counterproductive stuff like this can be with how its past contestants have regained their weight. And if anyone shown here or anyone else has inspired you, taking pride in your body, no matter your size, could be good for your soul. You don't need to be pressured to be thin to feel happy. Live your life the way you want. In the end, your mental health should come before your physical health. Take care, okay? If y'all like what I had to say here, like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified of what I have to post. Peace out.